Am I live? Yes, I'm live. Hello, I'm Casper Beatsoff here. And it's been a while since I did a stream. But that's because a week ago I went to the Typhoon Railway for the Awdry Extravaganza free, as you can see by the title. And yeah, I forgot to add in the thumbnail, but I think I can add a thumbnail now. Um, Wait, can I want to add a thumbnail? Hold up. Let's see, switch accounts, this. Live, this live, current one, edit, and upload thumbnail. There we go. Let's see this here. There we go. Ah, dang it, 2 MB. Oh well. I got that to change a bit. Okay, this let me just change images here. Okay. Right, hold up. Okay. Hold on, I need to edit the thumbnail. I'll show you the photos in just a moment. Hold up. I promise. Yes, I did photos and videos. Hold. There we go. I think I did the thumbnail. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Okay, now that that's out of the way, it's time to show you the photos and videos I did. Let me just get the app ready. Recent. Day one photo. Let me just find it. Actually, before I do the photos I did of the Typhoon Railway, I might as well tell you all the photos I did before I went to the Typhoon Railway from day one of England. Yeah. So yeah, I arrived to England a week before the Awdry Extravaganza, and oh wait, I'm not sharing my screen. Fuck this and share photos. Yep. All right. You see the photos? Yeah, I think you can see. And yeah, it's been a week since the Awdry Extravaganza it's officially ended. But anyway, so this is me getting ready to go to England. You see, I got my Playwright Thomas, and I brought myself 3 books from the 70th anniversary book collection. And for those wondering, yes, I did get souvenirs, and I'll show them to you when I'm finished with the photos. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's number one. And now we have day one, of which I went to Smith's Toys with my cousins and aunt. Yes, I have a family, to get my cousin's friend a present because it was his birthday that day, and that was Saturday, and it's Saturday, so yeah. The next photo is more car stuff, and I took some pictures because we all love cars, do we not? And finally, are my first 3 souvenirs. All engines go Ashima, Henry, and the golden ticket for me, Bruno, because we all love Bruno, don't we? And we have a picture of what they look like unboxed or unpackaged. There's a fly. Excuse me. All right, and this is day 2 in England, and this is me at the library. And no joke, this is I did not bring this with me. This was literally at the library, just standing here, waiting for someone to get it. And oh my god, I cannot believe it. Somebody's layout. And a layout. Can I have a layout? Wait, can I add in a layout? Hold up. Wait, what? Wait, can I just add a image here? Oh, I'm sorry. I need to check this out. Can I add like a layout or something? Oh, there we go. I think I can. I just oh, this card. Oh, okay. I see now. Apparently, I can change the background, or maybe I can't. Anyway, this is day two, and this is me. And oh no, wait, actually, oh no, wait, that was on the same day. That was on Saturday. The next photo is on Sunday, and Sunday is car boot sale. And as you can see, I think I took a few pictures. I think I took three. So yeah, so this is day two, and I'm on a car boot sale. And here I found a bunch of stuff, a bunch of Thomas stuff, and there's a battle tank RC at the background, which is pretty cool. And I'll show you what I got in a moment. But I did take a picture. But yeah, this is. You can see there's Emily, Thomas, the Big Percy, a bunch of stuff. And next up, I here's this Fluttershy plush, of which yeah, no, I didn't get it because because I did think about if she would fit in the suitcase, and yeah, I didn't, but and it most likely would, but I didn't bring it with me, which is I now regret it. Yeah, sue me, but because Fluttershy is adorable. Wait, Carlos sale? What's that? A car boot? No, car boot sale. It's like a yard sale, but with cars in a big field. That's what it basically is. Yeah, this is plush Fluttershy, and next up we have I saw a big stack of Thomas books laying, and there's one book that I found, of which I did take a picture, and I think yep, it's the last one. And this is what I got at the car boat sale. So from left to right, we have an Erdo Percy, Rhenius, Trackmaster Percy, Trackmaster. Hold up, I got a message. Oh no, I got an announcement. Oh, Gordon music video, cool. Oh, it's Clay Truck that released. Oops, it's the same one anyway. So yeah, Trackmaster Harvey, Earl Cody, and the bag we got like a volume 1 to 6 book of all of the Railway series, volume 1 to 6, that being the Three Marriages to Henry the Green Engine, Trackmaster Spencer, Trackmaster Lady, and the original Wooden Railway Thomas, who seems better days. Yikes. And if you see my Twitter post, then you might but this is me showing you what that the Spencer motor wasn't working. But I did fix it eventually. I did a separate video. And this is another video of which Percy and Lady do work, but the motor were making like weird noises. And the Lady, nothing different, but the thing on the side was like creaking. It was very stiff to move. It was like very stiff. I did fix it eventually. I just need to clean it up. And as you can see, the stickers are also better days. But and then this is me doing another recording of Spencer, but this time he's working. So yeah, Spencer's working. Yay! And this is Percy with the rubber tires, and I did do a Twitter post to see how to make it not look like that, and most comments say that I need to replace the tires, of which I would, but I don't have time for that right now. I have other stuff to do. And then there's just a random picture of Applejacks, of the cereal Applejacks, not Applejack as in the pony Applejack, which it is the joke, of which that's meant to be the joke. This is Applejack, and that made me write a Magpie Pony's Ask Pony video with Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash, who were doing like Ask Pony videos, like Q&A videos, you know. And yeah, so yeah, and it's basically cinnamon sugar, and next picture is me at a Starbucks, As you can see, I decided to call myself Jeffrey at Starbucks because everyone likes to fake their names at Starbucks. Yeah, this is the first time. The next time I went to Starbucks, I called myself Bob, and just yesterday I decided to call myself Bill at Starbucks. So yeah. And next picture. This picture was taken in Thursday or Friday. No, wait, Friday is when left. So first day, yeah, first day was the day I'm about to go to the wharf, to Tywin. So yeah, as you can see, I got Bruno Thomas that I brought along with me. Ertl, Coldy, two Percys, and Renius. And this is me at my train station in Sutton. And yes, and I'm very dumb for not realizing this, but apparently I live in the Southerns, and which is close to the Blue Railway. So yeah, call me an idiot if you want to, but yeah, I live in the Southerns, and good thing too, because just an hour away from here is Sheffield Park, and where Sheffield Park is the Bluebell Railway, and where the Bluebell Railway is, there's Stepney, of which I've been there last year, and I did take pictures of that. But I think you've seen it on Instagram, not Twitter. Yeah, plus on Twitter, and here we have a bunch of, and here's me and my dad. Yeah, that's my dad on the left. Getting ready to go to the Typhoon Railway. This is us on the road to friendship. You know, the song reference. There's me doing a Tunzi. And then there's me me and my dad at the hotel. You see there's my bag, the box with the stuff, and the towel. And there's a hotel's towel, which is pretty nice. And now, next photo is me doing like a Twitter post. It's me doing a photo, then posting to Twitter showing those who will be attending to what I will be looking like. And you see a gray jacket, yellow shirt, and all that. And then there's us driving to the Typhoon Railway, and we passed the Typhoon Railway board. Yeah, sorry it's a bit blurry, but it's raining, so what do you expect? Yeah, Saturday was raining, and Sunday was just a bit messy. And here's my very first picture at the Typhoon Railway, you see. And at the railway, I met myself with two friends I only met on Discord and Twitter. Mickey Fan 1909 and Oliver Featherwings. And wow, it was just a shock to meet them in person. Like, oh my gosh. And, like, I noticed them instantly because I noticed the Lego engines of the Green Rocket ship from Postman Pat, Edward, Thomas, James, and Percy that Mickey made. And here's what the table looks like with just me, Oliver, and Mickey's stuff. And you can see on the table we got a bunch of stuff going on. Like here we have Mickey Oliver's shit, I messed it up. Yeah, Oliver Featherwing's Octopus Prime, which is pretty cool. Looks like Bruno made a friend. Yeah, Bruno. Yeah, and you see over there, there's just a random Twilight Sparkle, which Oliver said that he got it at McDonald's and to show Mickey, and I think he really enjoyed that. And on the left, we got the Green Dot rocket ship, and with Edward, with Lego Edward, James, Thomas, and Percy. And we got some cool minifigures, the OC minifigures that Mickey made himself. I think you can tell who they are already, but you know. Oh, and yes, you can see by my Playroll Thomas, there is Jimmy from the Henry movie. The Attack of Bruno, and let's not go there. On the table we got Bruno. That's I think Mickey's. No, wait, it's Mickey's Bruno. You have Arthur. Mickey is OC and take along. Percy, Liz, and Andrew Liago, Adam, Kirsty, Rosie, Oliver, Trackmaster Oliver, and Thomas, take along Oliver, Emily, Henry, Thomas. They're standing behind her. Then there's Connor and Thomas, and there's my Bruno next between these two. Not active. And then there's an alternative picture, and I brought the book with me, the big one. I'll show you a better view of it once I show you the souvenirs. Here's a photo of the three entrances together. Yeah, and here we have yeah, you see there are a bunch of people that I haven't met before, so I couldn't remember their names. But for those who've been at the railway at the extravaganza and you met those people and know them, please tell comment down below. Because yeah, for those who were there and I can't remember that, I deeply apologize for that. And then we got a bunch of this, yeah. I got back so a bunch of back there. We got a bunch of cool Trackmaster customs. Like there's Falcon, Falcon in the front. There's Duke behind it. Then we have the Skarloey and Mid-Solar Railway coaches. And then there's and there you have everyone's favorite Trackmaster engine slash play rail Oliver. And then we got from the same person, all of his stuff on display, and you can see there's Mini Marfa, um, Adam, and I forgot. Ah, sorry, there's a fly. And yeah, let's see. Seen him before, but it's the guy that I'm a dude, by the way. What the fuck? Yeah, there's a Frank, Ertl Frank, Splatter and Dodge, yeah, Emily and Mavis. Then we have oh yeah, Freddy. This is Freddy in red. Yeah, then we have Morrissey, then we have Shaw. And a bunch of awesome stuff. Oh, Marvin! Yeah, that's it. I hope there'll be a Awdry trip because I plan to go there. They make another. Yeah, me too. And this is actually my very first time at an extravaganza and at the Typhoon Railway. This is the first for two things: to be there and to experience it. And there's my very first video at the railway. And it's Ivo Hugh. Here's Ivo Hugh being happy. And there's Mr. Fergus Duncan and the Earl himself, who both cosplayed as. Hold up, I've seen them before. Ah, shit. Frick. Oh, GT Briggs Railway. Yeah, that's. Yeah, GT Briggs Railway as the Earl. And Tommy W. as. No, wait. No, that was the guy filming. Oh, Lordy Lord as Mr. Fergus Duncan. Yeah, I really fucked that up. If you two are watching this, then I deeply apologize. Definitely, yeah, that was the original Duncan face, but then they used it on Ivo Hugh, and they actually made a new face for Duncan. I'll show it once we get there. And then we have a updated table with more stuff. Yeah, we got a bunch of cool stuff on display. Then we have someone who bought more Lego. And they look amazing. If you're watching this and I can't remember your name, then let me know. And I apologize. And yeah, if you think I'm eating something, yeah, I'm having a sandwich, so excuse me if I don't sound like that. Mm-hmm. We have a suitcase and a bunch of cool stuff. We got the 00 gauge. Yeah, I'm not really much of a Hornby, Bachman, etc. Uh, Mahler experts, so I could be very wrong here. Excuse me. I'm all right. So yeah, it is Afro Studio. Yeah, we have a number shot of the same table. And there's a piece of love scooters. I think more stuff on it. But then I decided to look away from the table and look at Rustin, who was repainted into Rusty. Though unfortunately it was raining, and surprise, surprise, Henry was right all along. The rain can't spoil someone's paint. Damn you, Henry! For once. I even made a Twitter post saying that. Remember when I already made a Twitter post saying that? Remember when Henry said that the rain will spoil his paint? Well, he was right. A video with even more stuff. Jesus Christ. And now let's move through another table with game drum replicas of model replicas of Thomas and Edward, a bunch of customs, etc. Sorry, there's like a fly. I hate it. And back to the table. And there's a static screenshot of Mickey's Lego engines. Yeah, it came out because of the rain. And then we have someone read there two Thomases with them and different liveries. Another video, and if you could see Adam's Liz's OC, Liz's Great Western Railway OC colors, made her way. And yes, I was able to meet up with Mr. Ray the Hedgehog. It was a big pleasure meeting him in person, along with others, of which I'll show the photos I made with them later. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff to show. We got just a bunch of stuff. And there's me at the exhibition. You see, here's a button with all the original illustrations from Kenny. Kenny. The guy who illustrated 8 Famous Agents to Galantone Engine. Old Galantone Engine, yeah. Clive Spot, knowing that's the last illustrator. Oh, Kenny Morris. Yeah, I think that was it. Oh, and Reginald Dolby. Have you seen Yes, I have. It was amazing. Orange illustrations, and we even got the props. For example, we have the large-scale faces of Skarloey, Skarloey's cab, and Skarloey himself with his driver and fireman. And we have Awdry's Awdry's own models for the railway. It's pretty cool. Very cool. And another thing I was not expecting to see at the exhibition was Henry. They actually brought the Perspex Henry to the exhibition. It was very amazing. Seeing what the Perspex Henry looks like now in his current condition is very amusing and kind of sad. And if you've seen some Twitter posts, you'll understand why. And along with Henry, behind him is not only a photo of Henry being stubborn and stuck in the tunnel, but also in the background there's also a big stand of the original 1953 pilot For those who don't know, in 1953, BBC tried to adapt one of Wilbert's stories, that being the Free Railway Engines. But unfortunately, a hand was shown rerailing the engine, an engine derailed on screen, and then a hand was shown ruining the illusion, and it was never seen public, and it's probably never going to see public, and that BBC footage will never be shown public. However, one screenshot from the pilot was shown, and there's a man, and here I have the orchestra man being the coach from Tuneful Toots, I think, and then there's the sad story of Henry, yeah, the 1953 broadcast, and here's some screenshots of the Henry, and then here's Henry's original model. And here's Awdry's Henry model, of which, for those who don't know, just like Henry in the books, he had trouble. He had big troubles, and then Awdry tried to fix it. But then one day the engine finally gave out, and then after Awdry passed away, the model was lost. But thankfully, someone found it, and now it's at the Typhon Railway. Yeah, sorry, I'm talking too fast. I'm just excited. I'm just excited to tell you guys what I saw. Yeah, but it was very satisfying to see the original Awdry's original Henry model, what it looked like, or what it looks like now. And here's some screenshots of the Perspex Henry model. Yeah, this is the Perspex Henry model, not the brass one. And apparently it's missing the whistle / safety valves. And here we have the parts for the original Henry. And we have a upscale model of Henry. And while I was taking photos, the original recording of the original audio from Wilbert of Oliver the Western Engine played along. Yes, Wilbert Awdry did actually narrate all the stories that was just never shown public until now. And here we get to hear him narrate the story of Donald Duck. You can see, and then we have a very mini scale of Glennock. I believe that's Glennock and Scarlowy. And then we have some BBC paperwork. You can see June 15, 1953. Like the signature agreements. A big scale. And then there's the 1953 James model, and I'm gonna say it looks very good. And this is the only surviving picture from the 1953 podcast. And yeah, apparently they've counted they did a lot of counting, like look, 9,558 days. Wow. Hopefully one day someone will find these stats there. Yeah. I wish that were true, but that probably will never happen because BBC would tape over the old tapes, which most likely would mean that the pilot was definitely gone forever. But never lose faith, I guess. But it's just kind of impossible. Though I know I'm just telling everybody, but you know, it's the original James. Yep. And we got a bunch of more stuff from 1953, Sunday, 14th of June, 1953. We got the transmission and the script, what it looks like. And I took a closer photo of the James. Pretty cool. And then just outside, there's Smudger. The Smudgy. Here we have and then they even brought up the close. Like Mattel even brought the close-up model of Rusty's close-up model. I even took some pictures with them. Here you have the Thomas the Tank Engine Man, Life of Reverend Awdry Bryan, in the book. And I get to see that this is the only one I saw. There's another one that I'll talk about later. But it's very special. Hopefully you had a great time. I did. Thank you, Knights. You have a bunch of more behind the scenes stuff. And you see on the bottom right, you can see the track plans of the Crowman's Gate. And I actually didn't notice until now. For those who may have seen my videos, you've seen of which I did very little with the River Sirius route. But I always thought that it says to you see where it says to Vickerstown and Barrow. It goes to the left, which is by the works and sheds. While before, I always assumed it was in the other direction, like similar to the TV show played. But I guess I was wrong. I was hella wrong. Yeah, they are cool. Yeah, I always assume this because in the TVS they always go like past the shed and stop at the station. Oh, well, pretty anyway. Um, yeah. So and then here we have a bunch of illustrations and what it's based on. You can see on the left we got the illustration from Gato Engine, and on the bottom we got what's the inspiration for it, and it's really cool. And they even brought out the large scale model, the slate quarry and slate sludge. You see on the left, we got the water tower, the same one which damaged Peterson's funnel. The winch from season 9, from the large scale winch from season 5 onwards, and some slate truck models. And here you have Mr. Percival and Spike. The one on the left is the second, and the second one is him sitting down, but he's beheaded. Wow, poor guy. And there's me doing some recording of the place. Pretty cool. Here we got the life and work of Wilbur Awdry. Just a close up of the workman, and some more. Let's go away. And dear Pyro, with love, the old. We have a letter in by, and then we have either Albert or Falcon. I think it's Falcon. Oh, and also here we got like Orphos for the TBS and River Series. And then here we got like the entire script of the 1953 broadcast and how it's meant to air. And you have some more behind the scenes CGI behind the scenes stuff. Making Mattel, Jamfield, pretty cool. And then we got some Scholar Railway track plans. Cool. And then we have behind the scenes pictures of season 6 and 7 of the Scholar Railway. It's pretty cool. We have some illustration examples from Thomas from the Railway series, first 2 books. And then we have the Red Engine, of which I presume is James. Yeah, it's James, but wow, these are some really early drawings. I could be wrong, but I don't think we ever seen these kind of drawings in public. It's really cool to see. Then we have Terrence, and I took this picture upside down, but it's Duke's Station, and then there's Duke's Shed. Yeah, I apologize if it's upside down. Hold up. There we go. Much better. There are more track plans for season 4, Scholar Railway. Yeah. Okay. More amazing track plans. And then here is what the Blue Mountain Core looks like. And oh my god, this looks like really busy. Like compared to what we got in CGI, this is like very industrial. As you can see, there's Bud, uh, Brad, wait, Bradley, Bud. Are these like the original names for our characters? Like up here is Owen, and then here is Merrick. Apparently, they had early names. I actually didn't notice, but probably because I didn't take closer look. But apparently, they had different names. Apparently, wait. Well, it's pretty interesting. And then after then my time has went, and then my time has passed for the exhibition. Now I'm on my way out. But first, here's a photo of a bunch of tickets that the Reverend Audrey, which this ticket display is dedicated to the memory of the Reverend of the Reverend Chris Wyatt, 1949 to 2015. And then here we have a photo of Smudger ready to depart. Oh, and also, oh yeah, in the exhibition, I was able to meet up with Tom Marshall. I didn't take a picture of him, but I did. You know, Tom Marshall, the guy who narrated the UK dub of the Tiger Moth project. Really cool. And there's Smudger getting ready to leave. Awesome. Yeah, we were all cheering for Smudger here. This was a fun time. And here we have. And before I left for a train that yes, Sir Handel. Before I went to my next train that Sir Handel was taken, here's a picture of the same table of another table with more models, and you can see we got a better close up of Adam's models of C Customs, and he bought himself his Playroll Thomas, next to my Playroll Thomas. It's pretty cool. Also, believe it or not, I actually before going on Sir Handel's train, I forgot to break both my Thomas and Bruno, which I didn't notice until halfway through the trip, which is I was kind of panicking, but when I go back, they were safe and sound, so that's good. And then here's me record 4 second video of Sir Handel, and this is the first time I've seen his face, and I was like, oh my god, that face. Oh wow, that face, I meant. And there's me on Sir Handel's train. And then there's the very first time we're seeing Duncan, and this is the first time I'm seeing this new face of Duncan, which is really cool. And I'm glad that they finally made a new face for Duncan. It looks so amazing. It was yeah. It may have been shame. It was pretty a shame to see. It is pretty disappointing to not see Peter Sam, but it was nice to see a new face for Duncan. Yeah. Oh, and also, for those wondering where I stayed at for the weekend, I stayed at at the hotel at Barmouth. Yeah. And yeah, it was a pretty good choice. I stayed at Barmouth, and apparently, from some videos and Twitter posts, apparently nearly everyone was at Barmouth. Even my friend Vicky was at Barmouth. Yeah, Duncan's this face was a very good, great improvement, but it's a shame that they used the old one on Ivo. And there's me recording my trip video under a bridge. It's involved bridge. And then there's me doing recording of Ivo Hugh passing by. And we were cheering again. Then there's me doing recording of Sarandon getting ready to go back. He stopped. And another recording of him continuing. Yeah, sorry I'm just speeding up the video. It's just, you know. It stopped just as I pressed record. Hi, George. It's full of tournament rules. That's brutal. Yeah, this was the first and last time I seen this. The next time I went up the line, it was I was at the refreshment ladies station. There's Fred. It's really cool to see. And here you have a model display by Harold the Shunter, aka G Scale Silder, on YouTube and Instagram. Reneus, his Scarlet Engines. It was really cool to see it was pretty cool to see her models. You have Bertie, Percy, Thomas, Annie Clarabelle, Toby, Henrietta, Mavis, Daisy, Victoria, Terrence the Tractor, Duke, Ivo Hugh, and Blister Twins, I believe. I could be wrong. And then here we have Fred at the back. There's me holding my food. I got myself a sausage roll and a Pepsi Max. We have Fred at the back. That's me pointing to it without using my fingers. Then we have a very, very great job shed and a Crowin Skate shed with Rusty, Duncan Sarando, Reneus, Peter Sam, and Scarloey. Really amazing. And then here's another recording of Ivo Hugh just passing by.
That's Duncan's original face, you know.
Yeah, now whistle!
Whistle! Hello!
Hi! He whistled. And here's another recording. This time we're going past Dolgog Viaduct. It was pretty cool to see Dolgog Viaduct for the first time in person. And then here's a video which most of you have seen on Twitter. Here is me and everyone else in the coach just imitating Smudger's laugh from the UK dub. We were all mimicking his laughter, but we will soon get our payback because the next day he had enough and we steam at us. And here we have a bunch of replica models. Always. And I think this is the table where awesome stuff starts to happen, and this is where I mentioned about the book and why it's special to the guy who has it. I'm sure I should take my time with the photos. Such a cool photo. There we have Adam making Kirsty Tower. And a bunch of more awesome stuff. Just all this cool stuff, okay? And then here we have a big table. Here we have a table, and everyone's gathered around. And we're all excited. Yeah, then here's a... Yeah, at first I forgot what a custom is, but it wasn't until this video that I realized that it's actually Timothy. You can see the 0. And then here's this guy with awesome stuff, with the awesome stuff I mentioned, 2 of them. First up is the Hitara poster signed by Michael Brandon himself, the US narrator. And here's a close-up image of Jimmy from the Henry movie. And yeah, for those wondering, yes, I did notice I did see that Thomas and the Roll Engine book at the library that I showed with the Freeway Engines book. Pretty awesome. And here we have more stuff than before. And on the you see the cupcake by Crane Engine Studios that Yeah, Crane Engine Studios. He was a really nice guy. He was nice enough to give me a cupcake. It tasted really good. Props to him. Good job, Crane Engine Studios. If you're watching this, then they were delicious. And and here's the book.
Oh, what is this?
Yeah. Yeah, I could be wrong, I could be mistaken, but I think that was also another book that was signed by Michael Brandon. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I have very short-term memory loss. Not really. Have more customs, and these customs are made out of wood, which is stunning. And here's an illustration, a rosy illustration by MIDI Engine. Oh, the Midland Engine. Here's some more illustrations by him. Which I gotta say, he does a really good dang job on these illustrations. He's a real talented artist. I give him props. And here's Duncan being grumpy as expected. There's another video of us saying goodbye. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I was also managed to meet Thomas Mann 2002. That's him over there. That's Thomas Mann 2002. I was able to meet him, and it was a really it was a real honor to meet him. It was very nice. No photos, just a few videos with him as cameos. I also made some cameos, which are really cool. And over here we have a truck, and inside is Peter Sam's old funnel. Aww. And here's another shot of Ivo Hugh. And here we have some model engines, and then we have some custom Trackmaster / Playrail stuff. We have Wilbur, James, Thomas, and Percy. And then here's my Thomas next to yeah, I guess Thomas. Yeah, again, if you're watching this stream and you were there, then I apologize for not remembering your name. And then we have Ivo Hugh departing after being refilled. Stopping. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I was also managed to meet managed to meet a Piece of J, who you're seeing right here, the guy who did Can You Spare a Coach, and it was a very pleasure meeting him as well. And as you can see, he is holding one of the modeler's diesels. Yeah, again, I have very short-term memory. I can't remember every single modeler's name. If you're there watching, I'm terribly sorry. And I was also able to meet at Dimension Studios. Really cool meeting him. Yeah, and kissing Diesel as well. Good job, Jay. And here we have the Simba moment. Here we have Simba. Yeah. And here we have Derpy Diesel, Crooked Diesel. Yeah, this Diesel is very derped. Oh yeah, also with the Fat Controller. Diesel, look at his nose.
You disgusting failwood. Would you like to see my camera? Take a video.
And then here's we record Duncan without his passengers. He left his passengers behind. Yeah, Duncan just left his passengers behind as he wanted, but Jesus Christ, why would he do this? And then he's just taking a drink. Fuck you, Duncan. And then here we have a lovely drawing made by Rosie DQT 1995 of Peter San, which is very well done. Good job, Kirsty. And no joke, this was actually my second time taking this photo. So the first time I tried to take a photo of her painting, my finger was literally blocking the way, and I deleted it before I could. Maybe I still have it. I don't know. Hold up. Hold up. You know, never mind. Then here we have Duncan changing trains from passengers to rolling stock. And he is obviously not happy to be here, to doing shunting, to doing goods trains. And here we have a very well done Lego scale model of Luke, Scarloy, Reneus, the little engine. I think it's Atlas, and it was made by Freemaker P. Hold on, I think that's what it says. Yeah, Freemaker P. That's his name. Very good times. We have more customs. And we got usernames tags in the background showing who they're by. And wait, hold up. Actually, there was that wooden smudger that kind of looks similar to that what Wooden Railway at that Wooden Railway's horror story with Smudger, who was trying to get revenge on Duke. And I will hear Pierce, Rusty, and Sir Handel try to get him with pineapples. And then here we have Thomas and the Fat Controller. And really cool picture of it with Duncan. There we have Duncan leaving. Like, oh my gosh. Just heashing steam at us, oh my gosh. And then here we have Smudger. And Smudger found Duncan's passengers. Yay! And here we have, I think, another table filled with awesome customs and engine and Trackmaster engines. And we even got some car stuff. There's McQueen, Francesco, Luigi, Guido, and Doc Hudson. And another video. This time Smudger is pushing the coaches away. Bye. And here I am back at the Railway Museum, and here we have the gauge roll replica of Tally Flynn, of which I believe it was used in last year's Extravaganza. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I need to check Discord. Yeah, sorry, being silent. I need to check something real quick. Okay, I'm back. And there's me at the Awdry's Farquhar layout. Yeah, I took a picture of Thomas, Toby, and Percy. Oh, and this was also very nice. I was at the Veronica and Tim Dunn show, and I only took 3 pictures of this. I wasn't recording or taking too much photos, but if you see Twitter or YouTube, you might have already seen it. But basically, it was a fun experience and pretty emotional also on on Veronica's part. It was also very nice to hear a bunch of lore and history with the history of Wilbert. Yeah, I only took 3 photos. So here's Wilbert, old Wilbert. There we have young Wilbert, and finally is believe it or not the very first OC by someone else other than Wilbert, and it's a boomer, so Christmas boomer, which is very awesome. And then this is my last photo of today, of day one. The two last photos of day one, which is a Bachman Wilbert custom. Really well done. And here I am, and here you are on day two. And the first thing I took was Ivo Hugh. Bye, Ivo. And there's me. There's the orange box I brought with me, and there's me with my Galatol engine book and my Erdl Reneus. And here you have Duncan shunting a train. Thank goodness. And there's my favorite. And there's my picture with Mr. Ray the Hedgehog cosplaying a Shaw from his series. And yeah, on day and this is me on day two. I was officially wearing my Taliferrari hoodie and shirt, which you can't see underneath. But yeah, it's the cool shirt with the logo, with the Awdry Extravaganza logo from last year on the back. Very cool. I also wearing the hat. Yeah, really cool stuff. There's me taking a photo next to Ivo Hugh. And then there's me with Tim Dunn. Me taking a picture of Tim Dunn. Very cool. Very friendly fellow. Another photo. I took 2 more photos. And then there's me with Rosie the Cutie 1995, aka Kirsty. Very lovely. You have a downsy and upsy photo, if you want to call it. Here we have Ivo Hugh getting ready to depart and wishing steam at us. Wow, very friendly. That's right, it's Tim. And there's Rusty, completely back in his original livery. Very sad. That was a very sad sight, if you think about it. He was black. He was in his Railway Series black color, and now he's back to being his original green livery. It's a very sad sight. It's a sad sight to look at. And here you have Duncan getting ready for his other train. And he's taking his train back here. Oh, and if you can see from the thumbnail, the rolling stock is clearly inspired by that. Some photos, more photos of Duncan. And here you have, I forgot his name, Duncan model, next to the big Duncan model. Duncan meets Duncan. And for some reason, for this extravaganza, no one thought of bringing some Dunkin' Donuts. That would have made the day. That would have been my day. No one brought Dunkin' Donuts. That's a shame. And here we have the very little Duncan model, Lego Duncan model, next to the big Duncan model with big Duncan engine. And here you have the trolley cart, the Ivo's trolley, and I've actually ridden it, but I'll get to that later. And there's me next to the Earl of Sodor. Very nice guy. He even follows me on Twitter, which is pretty cool. And then here's me doing another video with Duncan getting ready to depart and wishing steam, no surprisingly. And then we have a table, and me, Mickey, Kirsty, and Anna were on that table. And these are all of Adam's books. The entire Railway series, pretty good. There's me with photo, and here's a photo of me and Diane together. Cool. And then here's Kirsty cosplaying as the new controller of the railway. Yeah, very adorable. And here you have Sir Handel just just going to refuel himself. And then here you have the Earl and Mr. Fergus Duncan having a fight. Like, they're fighting. It was a very funny sight, and I think someone suggested, I think it was a Peace and Story person, I forget, but yeah, it's him. And here is finally me at the trolley. And here's me about to no video about me about to leave. Bye. And there's everyone waving bye. Have a nice trip. Bye. Bye. Yeah, it was a very fun ride driving in the trolley. And we always stop just by the works, at Signomen. There we are. Oh, this video was 1 second. Did I crop it or something? I don't know. Anyway, here's a video of us heading back to the wharf. And we have the plate. And then here we have Sir Handel. And here you have some custom Trackmaster models of Spam Cam and Bear. Very cool. And then here we have some Season 4 replicas. Season 4 prop replicas of the Skarloey engines, consisting of Duncan, Skarloey, Peter Sam, Duke, and Sir Handel. Shit. But no Rusty, which is kind of sad. Alright, I'm doing good. I'm just showing the photos I made on the Extravaganza. A bunch of cool small prop figures. So we have Duncan with little Duncan and Nancy polishing his funnel then. And he looks upset about it, which is weird. And there's me with taking a photo next to Oliver Featherwings. And there's me taking a picture next to Mickey Fan 1909. And there's me with photo next to Usual Bloke himself, who made the Calling All Engines review. And, and I actually met him yesterday while I was heading back to the wharf while riding Sir Handel. Usually nice bloke. And there's Renee's, Smudger heading back. And then there's Smudger getting his revenge. Wishing Steve at us. And here we have another fellow YouTuber who has a plush replica of the Barclay engine from Carson's workshop. Very cool. And here you have some very tiny, very small engines, replicas with Tim, Duncan, Sir Handel, Duke, Peter Sam, and Skarloey. And then here you have Percy Thomas, Donald Douglas, Lady. Then there's my lady next to someone else's lady. Yeah, Henry, Gordon, and James. And these two Gordons are not from the same. They're from two different people. They're from the different owners. You can tell by the buffers and scale. And then here we have Percy and Duck. Then you can see Duck has a some boxes which he had illustrations, but not in real life. Very nice. And then here I have, lo and behold, them. And then here we have a very tiny Percy scale prop. And here is me back at the exhibition. I think I took more photos on day 2 than on day 1. There's me doing some more close-up photo shots. And no joke, while I was on the end side, I accidentally dropped my phone on the table. But thankfully, it wasn't on anything. I accidentally dropped my phone on the table, but thankfully it didn't break anything. It just hit a table. Nothing was damaged, so it's all good. Yeah, I have butterfingers. And then here we have the map of Croven's Gate. Croven's Gate sheds a workshop I mentioned before. You see the arrow that's pointing to Krog? I thought that way was meant to go to Vickerstown, but no, it's actually the other way around. I was using Croven's Gate. I was using the railway series Croven's Gate wrong. Croven's Gate works wrong the whole time. And then here's me doing this video of the entire script of the 1953 pilot. And there's one more for what I forgot to say before I finish the video. It's basically this, but it's kind of hard to read, but it's that. And then here's me, and there's me taking more photos of the Perspex Henry model. There's me taking a photo of Henry and Henry. Where is there's Henry and Perspex Henry? He is not happy. Here's me doing a close-up shot of his wheels and up here. And this is what his cab looks. This is what the Perspex cab looks like. It's very interesting. Here's me doing this scale. And wow, look at this. Awdry's Henry model. It's very sad. And then here's something that I actually didn't notice until day 2. You see, the cylinders, they have a glossier paint, but the rest of Henry is just a matte finish, which I find it interesting. Like, I'm surprised that the cylinders were untouched. I'm surprised that the whole body is in brass paint, matte finish paint, while the cylinders are stuck in their glossier, glycine, realistic paints from season 1 to 5. Very interesting. There's Henry's close up. Then we have his tender, and as you can see on the Henry's tender, the number 3 stickers, there's a few cracks on it. Very sad sight. Let's see. I wonder who modeled that Henry. You mean the one I'm showing, the small one? That was Awdry's original Henry model. And here we have what the eyes look like on the models, and they're actually just sticky tack onto the eyeballs. Actually, didn't notice they were just cut laid just a bit. Here we have a close-up of Scarloy's small-scale driver. Here we have a close-up on his boiler and nameplate. Here we have a Scarloy's close-up. Look into my direction. Here we have more rusty shots. No, just one. There's me with the Scarloy's driver next to or fireman. That's nice plate. And this is what the inside of one of Scarloy's coaches looks like. A Golf in Northern Ireland, the 8th green and portrait by Norman Wilson. Yeah, very interesting to see. Very small illustrations. Sorry. Cool. And then we have someone's not I'm talking about the mall replica. And that's the actual Henry prop. That's the actual Henry prop. That's the actual Perspex Henry from the show from season 1 to 9. Of the type of where it goes. And then there's a forward facing Scarloy. And more photos of them. And then there's me doing a video. Left to right and back, left to right and back to left, and ended up on Mr. Percival. And then there's me just sitting down and watching the sad story of Henry, or in the US dub, Come As Henry. Yeah, and the audio for the episode wasn't playing. Instead, the background music, the incidental Scarlowy theme was playing. And then here's me, and there's me who's taking a picture of Bluma. Very nice. And here's the poster of the Reverend Awdry's famous railway series illustration by Clive Spawn. And here I am, back outside. There's Ivo Hugh, and you can see on his nameplate there, they thought it would be a good idea to add a magnet onto the nameplate. Well done. And there's me next to Rizzo 2601. And then there's me next to Rizzo, who narrated my Bruno adaptation. Next to it. And here's a picture of me taking a photo. Me and tons of Trackmaster. It was very nice to see him. It was very honored to. It was a very pleasure to meet. I mean character. Yeah, me with tons of Trackmaster. It is awesome. I did meet him yesterday, but I didn't take a picture of him. But this I did. Yeah. Yesterday I took a bunch of photos of the railway that I didn't take enough photos of me with my new the people I met. And then there's me next to Max, aka Terror 55 Stepney. It was a very honor of meeting him and taking a photo with him. And here's my last train ride of today, and that's in the pop special, and I had the honor of riding in the guards van. And today was not raining as much as yesterday, as day one, and when we returned, it was fully bright and sunny, which is shocking, kind of. There's us stopping at Dorka Station, and then there is us completely stopping at a station, the refreshments room station. And then there's me taking a video of Ivo Hugh passing by Duncan. And then there you have Sir Handel passing Duncan. Here you have Duncan with the pop special headboard. Pretty awesome. And there's Duncan looking at something up in the bushes. Over. And then here is and this is us leaving. And no joke, Duncan was literally looking at us while we were driving the train. Oh my gosh! And look at that! It's no longer bad weather. It's now beautiful skies. And I was recording out the guards van, which is very pleasing. And here we pass by the workshop, and if you look closely, you can see Tiny Flynn's boiler. You see it on the left, that's Tiny Flynn's boiler on the left. Pretty cool. Yeah, not really much of a cameraman, but oh well. And here is Ivo Hugh passing us one more passing. Last time I'll see him. And here we are stopping at the station. And there's me taking a few screenshots of Duncan. And here I am back at the Railway Museum with Edward Thomas with his Giesel funnel. And then here I have glass stand with all the railway stuff, including the Queen, including the Queen Elizabeth's all the stuff that the railways did to celebrate Queen Elizabeth. Rest in peace. And here we have one more picture of the Farquhar layout with Stepney and Percy. And here's a bunch of more stuff that the Titan Railway showed. And then here is me with the outside view. It's very nice. Very nice view. This is my first one at the balcony. Actually, really nice view. I like it. This was also my very first time at the balcony. And then there's me with Mr. Fergus Duncan, who's holding Jock. Two photos, free. Yep. And then here we have a display, and a display with a whole bunch of cool stuff. We have Clarabelle, James, Dean Oliver, Godred, and you see at the back that is Robert the Devil Engine. Robert the Devil Engine. Oh my gosh, very nice. Here we have a replica Oliver model. Very cool looking. Here we have Godred in his depressing state. Oh. And yeah, I think this is where I get the hate comments right now. And this is no joke. Mr. Beast decided 2 weeks ago. I think Mr. Beast decided to air his Feastables in England, and I was able to find the four of the five, I think, Feastable bars in Barmouth. I did find the last one while I was leaving, while I was at Victoria Station. It was nice. But yeah, I tasted the bars, and they were good. They tasted a bit dull, but they tasted like regular chocolate. But overall, it was nice. It was finally nice to taste and touch the Feastable bars. I even did a YouTube short showing them. And here's something I didn't notice until my last day. I was at the hotel. There's this photo of Typhoon Railway. There was this very early photo of the Typhoon Railway, which is very nice. And here you have Typhoon. This is what the wharf looked like. It's very nice. It's very nice to see what the railway looked like before. The good old days, am I right? And there's cringe. Yeah. So most of these photos you see, my dad took them and sent them me through airdrop. It was nice, but cringe. But I'll show you that one. He did take a bunch of photos of Duncan leaving with the rolling stock. And there you see there's me scolding Duncan, and even in Duncan's cab. And this is my dad holding the tickets for the trolley ride. And then there's me next to Rusty. Stand next to Rusty. Pretty nice. And there's me and my dad's taking a photo together. I forgot to mention, while I was at the guards van, the guard staff were kind enough to give me and two other guests in the guards van some gift bags. I'll show it to you later. Yeah, we have some awesome photos. And here's my dad. Recording me having a conversation with Tim Dunn. Yeah, my dad was chuckling. And here we have a bunch of awesome shots. And this was officially the last thing I recorded. My dad recorded on the Typhoon Railway. The next day, we were returning to Sutton, where I used to live before I moved to Poland. I don't think I need to explain my history. I think I explained too much over my vacation, but in short, I was born in Poland, lived in Poland for a year and a half. Then moved to England because my dad found a job. Then my mom will go bored of England, decided to move back to Poland, and then this is where I live right. And now I live back in Poland forever. I did visit England last year and this year, of course, and yeah, I didn't stay at a hotel. I stayed at my own home, of course. And this is me and my dad stopping at a petrol station, and there's a little kiddie ride of Thomas, and then here's like a random picture I took, which with a sign, and I took the sign because I noticed there's a place called Dudley. I didn't know that was a place. And then here we are. This is a video of me on the train heading. And here we go. This is me leaving Sutton. This is me going to London Victoria and then going to Stansted. Yeah, it was sad to leave Sutton, but it was also nice. And there's me going through the bridge, and then I stopped at at London Victoria Station, and then me and my dad took an underground, and then me and my dad went to restaurant. We got ourselves some nachos and burritos, and then we head on to the underground where we're supposed to stop at the second to last station to fetch a train. But fortunately, there was a delay, so we had to went back one stop. At one state, we had to head back one station, and then we had to go to the train, which was going to Stansted Airport. But before going there, I took some photos of me at Euston Station. This was, believe it or not, my first time at Euston Station, and I even took some pictures at King's Cross, or I think my dad took some pictures. By the way, this is my only photo at Stansted Airport Hotel. Yeah, me and my dad were at a hotel at Stansted. It was very nice, very comfortable. I really like the hotel. And this is me back at my home. This is me back at my back home in Poland. And this was the same photo I used for on Twitter. I am home at last. And you can see this is me right now with my Awdry Extravaganza cup. Very nice. You see my camera's there. I'm looking at my monitor here, so yeah, that's why I'm looking at it. Yeah, pretty cool mug. And now, stop sharing screen. And that's that's every single photo I took at that time. In my time in England. Wow. Just, I think 2 weeks in England can really make a lot of photos. I may have taken a few little photos while my time at the Sutton, but I took a lot of photos at the Sutton Railway, but I think it's understood. Seems like you lots had a good time. We did, thank you. And now it's time to show you the souvenirs, or the or specifically the souvenirs I got at the time railway. Because most souvenirs you've already seen with the photos, but here's some you haven't seen yet. So yeah, the last photo you obviously see me with the hats. It says Awdry Extravaganza free. It's very nice, and it really suits. And I really like it. And the cup that I showed you, yeah, believe it or not, I was meant to get it on day one, but it was sold out. Well, day two, I was meant to get it when I first got there, but it wasn't there, so I was pretty sad. I got myself another cup with Falcon on it, with Sir Hain on it. But then when I went back to the store, they had this cup, so now I have 2 cups from the time from away, and it's downstairs. But I don't think I rather go there. This is basically what I wanted, but not on first try. This is my second try, and I got it. So yeah, pretty cool. And I'd show you the shirt and hoodie I got, but right now they're being washed, so I can't show it. But I think you've seen it on the last photo. And yeah, so here's some souvenirs. This is my mouse pad, and this is actually the mouse pad I got on day one, and I got another one from the souvenir bag. From the gift bag I got, along with some others. See, I also got myself this, which is a crest cloth. I can just put it here or here, and I just need to sew it in. And yeah, it's now on the. I don't think on a t-shirt or more of a hoodie. That probably suits better. Just need to But I did do sewing class back in England, but it's been forever, so I kind of forgot. But I think I could just watch YouTube videos and see I could do it. But and my dad also got some souvenirs, but he didn't want, so he had to give it to me. So I have free mouse pads, and two of these crest claws. Wow. And I also got myself a keychain, which I got two of. But I think I know one I can, and I got two of them. But you see here, this is the keychain from the gift bag. The guards of people are so friendly to give, and this is the keys I use for England, and my other keys are in my bag somewhere. Where I have some souvenirs there, and it's also where I have my pins, which you see in my shirt. See, these are the pins I got at the railway from the gift shop. We got the Mid-Southern Railway pin, the Awdry Extravaganza pin, and the Tonight Railway pin. Really nice. And this is my second, and this is the second keychain I have. And as you can see here, I got myself a Rainbow Dash and Applejack, Rainbow Dash and Applejack, Rainbow Dash and Applejack, of which I got these two at like a gaming place before I went to England. So yeah, very nice. We got souvenirs. Anything else? Yeah. I might as well show you some other stuff that I got. I got them here. Okay, this. And there's one more. For the marble. There we go. Okay. And when I returned to Sutton, before I left the next day to Stansted, I got myself this book. This book from Thomas and the Royal Engine. Yes, I got this book from the library which I mentioned the book I have. Speaking of which, here it is. This is the book. Wait, yeah, this is the book I got from the library, and this is the book I got with the other books. And I can see, and right away I can see a big difference. They have a different kind of tone of yellow. This was more of a lighter yellow. This is more of a darker yellow kind of. You can see a difference. And on the sides, there's a difference with here. You see, on the one I'm lifting right now is the one library. It doesn't have the numbers like the one on the left, which is from the collection book. Yeah. Yes, I have the 26 pack, but I don't have any Christopher books, which is kind of sad. And I'm not sure my face right now. And this is next up here. You have the whole book, which you can see here is 6 volumes in one. 6 volumes in one red book, one through 6. And this shocked me because when I turn the pages here, you see here you have a published. Got published in London. Published in London, Reginald Delby. And here you have when it was published. This is a republished book, like the 26 book pack. This is actually very old. It was published in 1984 when the TV show started. This is really cool. This means I officially have a very old book. This is the first old book of the River series I got. Oh my gosh. And yeah, I think I need some shaming to do. But yeah, Total Royal Engine. Very good book. Last thing I got before leaving. Sad but true. Well, what else I love about this book is it has the River series banner, which we've seen in other books, and the one I was showing you. And at the very end, we got a very cute, very heartwarming message to us. That being about the author. Reverend W. Awdry. I also like how the story is able to play with the CGI stuff in it. Yeah, we may hate Bubba, but this is really cool. And I'm kind of ashamed I didn't get this before going to the extravaganza, because yeah, oh well, I guess there's always next time, there's always next year, I don't know. And it's been over an hour. Okay. So yeah, I think that's all I have to show you. I was just meant to show you all the stuff I got from the extravaganza, the things I did in the extravaganza, and my time in England in general. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this live stream. It's been a pleasure. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Goodbye.